it somewhere else.
Okay, here you go.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. All right. We apologize for having a little technical difficulties there, but we are back and we are live. And so we're going to go ahead and get started with our broadcast. Once again. Okay. Good afternoon to each and everyone out there. This is the Empowerment Youth Ministry broadcast with yours truly, Minister Brenda Clements. And once again, we're just so glad to be able to come and share with you. Another week has gone by. God is truly good. Somebody says TGIF. And look, TGIF, they should make it for every day of the week because every day is a blessing. And any time that we can go through and God knows God continue to shield us and protect us, even in the midst of this pandemic, somebody ought to say God is still good. And somebody else said, but God, and God knows, but God keeps making a way, he keep providing and keep on blessing. And we're just so happy just to be able to come and share with you on this afternoon. And we are joined today by some college graduates of 2020, class of 2020 college graduates. Won't you give them a round of applause? Yeah, yes. And we're so grateful. They have completed a great milestone in their life, and we're just so proud of each of you. And we want everybody just to congratulate this class of 2020. We have 3 different colleges that are represented here, and so nobody has any excuse for not going to a college or attending a college. Because certainly the opportunity is there, and I'm so glad you all took advantage of the opportunity. And listen, we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. We're going to let you all introduce yourselves to everyone and give a little background of what type of degree you received. And look, I'm happy for you. I'm excited. And so we're going to go and get started. And we're going to get started with, as they say, ladies go first. So we're going to get started with our sister, Kim McCray. Kim, if you would just kind of go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about Miss McCray.
Hey, everybody. My name is Kim. I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. I got my undergraduate degree a few years ago from USC in exercise science. And just recently, I got my master's degree, a master's of science in biomedical science from USC School of Medicine.
Wow, congratulations to you, Kimberly. Master's degree, congratulations. USC, go Gamecocks. It's all right, Clemson fan, but right now it's go Gamecocks. All right, and so next, moving right along, we're gonna travel back down to Florence, South Carolina to Stacy Clements. If you could tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Stacy Clements. I'm from Dillon, South Carolina. I graduated from Francis Marion University. I have a bachelor's of science. I majored in biology and minor in chemistry.
Wow, congratulations to Stacy. All right, out of Florence, South Carolina, Francis Marion University, Swamp Fox, Patriots. Y'all are the Patriots, right?
Right.
Go Patriots. You don't have a football team, but go Patriots. And so Francis Marion in the house on today. And we're going to stay right in Florence, South Carolina. And we have Brother Marquise McFadden. All right, Marquise, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. My name is Marquise McFadden, and I am from Marion, South Carolina. And I recently just received my degree and associate's degree and certificate in applied sciences, and the degree is called industrial maintenance.
Wow. All right, let's give it up for Marcus McFadden. Congratulations to you, Florence Darlington Technical College. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining us. We are so elated and honored to be able to have you on our radio show today. Such a great privilege, and I just want to commend you all in all your hard work and your efforts. And you didn't quit. You could have given up, but you persevered, you hung in there, and you made it to the end. So now we just want to kind of just talk a little bit about what's going on. Even with the pandemic, we know that graduation was canceled, put on hold, or you had to do a virtual graduation. And I'm sure that after all your hard work and struggles, you know, you say, I'm going to finally graduate, and they tell you it's canceled. So it's canceled, it's delayed. So Marquise, tell us about that.
Well, the school and some of the instructors and some of the employers, they actually, really planned this out way before the pandemic started. It took
Right,
it's like a couple of weeks in March for them to go ahead, get everything situated with the online continuation,
right,
along with along with the planning, like how okay, this how what time and what's the date to just put the graduation ceremony at. So
right.
they pushed it to October 27th. I mean,
Okay.
we all actually knew this was coming, so we wasn't really disappointed at all. Well, some were, but others like myself, we weren't really disappointed. We kind of anticipated this to happen. So
Right.
all in all, I'm still pretty happy.
Great, great. So yeah, you still had an opportunity in October at the Lord's will, and hopefully, as some people say, Corona go away, and so hopefully they'll have a handle on this stuff, and thank God for we have some new people that's going into the medical field. Our sister Kim, uh, praise the Lord for you. And you're talking about biomedical science and research and all this kind of stuff. And so Kim, you said you received your master's degree. And so with your degree in biochemistry or biomedical science, what did you plan to do with your degree?
So long term, I want to go to medical school and practice medicine and also incorporate research, biomedical research in my career. But there's a lot of things that you can do with a master's degree, with the specific master's degree that I got. You can go into industry, like so working for maybe like a pharmaceutical company who
Okay.
might, be one of the ones to come up with a vaccine for the coronavirus,
Yes. Yeah.
or you can go into academics and work for a college and do research there, or you can work in a more clinical setting. It just really depends on kind of what you want to do.
Okay, got you. And so this is what we have today. We have, as I was saying before, 3 levels that we're looking at. So Kim, you attended USC School of Medicine, right?
Right. Mhm.
Okay, so what we're looking at here, we have your technical level with Marquise going to Florence Darlington Technical College, received an associate's degree. We have Stacy Clements that went to Francis Marion University. She received her bachelor's degree. And our sister Kim that went to USC School of Medicine. And so whatever level that you choose in order to pursue your career or to reach that goal, we have 3 individuals right here that can be key witnesses, as they say, to the experience that you can obtain and that you're able to get your degree in whatever school of whatever school of higher education you choose. So thank you so much for being able to represent on each level, because that's important for everybody to see, especially our young people that are out there, those that are getting ready to go off to college. It's important for them to be able to see whatever associate's degree, it'll work for you. If you want to go to a 4-year college, it'll work for you. If you want to continue to go on and get your master's degree, I'm here to show you it'll work for you. So thank you all for being able to give us that versatility with that, because that's important for everyone to see. Because look, 4 years maybe not for everybody. 2 years may work best for me. And so look, it's up to you. But the main thing is that you go out and get it. And so thank you so much for getting it. And so Stacy, I just want to ask you right quick, what inspired you the most, or who inspired you the most during your time when you were going to Francis Marion? Did you stay on campus to begin with?
I did.
Okay.
I think I stayed on campus for like 3 years,
Okay.
and then I moved back home and commute, going driving back and forth from school.
Okay. Okay. So what inspired you the most?
As far as going to school,
Yeah, going to school, just being determined.
I think that my parents, of course, inspired me.
Thank you so much.
You and my dad inspired me. Y'all pushed me, well, not in a bad way, but encouraged me. There's more to just, I guess, doing nothing. I don't really know, but yeah.
Okay.
Take your time.
No
You're good. You're
problem.
good. Go ahead.
No problem. No problem. So look, you got some more inspiration, right? Okay. So Kim, I'm sure that you went and you received your bachelor's. Now you're at your master's. What's the drive behind? I know that you had to have a goal because you went and got your master's degree, and so you do have a goal in mind. What's the driving force behind what you're doing? I mean, because you've been in school how many years? How many years has it been off and on for you?
Altogether 6 years if you include this degree.
Okay, okay. So what's the drive for you? It's just tell us what that is.
So like you said, it was a really hard program that I was doing, but I think what motivated me was just remembering like the long-term goal. Like, who are you doing it for? What are you doing it for? And for me, it was just thinking about the people that I would be able to help, long-term as a physician. And then with the research that we were doing, how can this help people? How can this benefit people who are sick? And so that's my motivation. And then just like on a personal level, who can I inspire in the process? I feel like for me, there's other people looking at me as motivation. And so just wanting to kind of stay the course so that you don't disappoint other people was a big motivation too.
Wow. Okay. Well said. Well said. Marquise, you had to drive back and forth. The technical colleges normally don't have where you're able to stay on campus. So even in you driving back and forth, what was there any hard point or hard times that you struggled, or any times that you felt like quitting, or what was your driving force in the reason why you chose that degree?
Well, during high school, while I was there during my junior and senior year, I was kind of a little bit skeptical about doing doing the job in maintenance, and maintenance technician. That's what industrial maintenance is revolved around. And so I was a little bit skeptical because the way they explained the classes, how they explained it was. I was like, okay, this sounds pretty good. Let me go ahead and try that out. And then they gave me some more opportunities after high school to attend like a 14-week training program.
Great.
So it revolved around Florence Darlington. So either way, even if when I finished my degree, I could still retain that training program to to go back to it and receive a little bit more stuff. So what drove me to keep going was that I said, okay, so I've researched everything. I looked it all up and I asked a few people. They said, once you're finished with this, you pretty much, you're set for life. You're set. You're good.
Wow.
And you can always, give this opportunity to other people as well. I was like, okay, that sounds really good. So there wasn't any, doubt or, there wasn't anything in my heart and mind that said, hey, you want to slow it down some? And I was like, no, let's keep it going. Let's keep it let's keep it at a steady pace.
Yes. Well, that's great. And once again, I'm happy that you all hung in there, because at the end you all received your degree. You received the prize. And so even in the midst of all of that, we have a lot of kids right now are getting ready to prepare to go off to college. What would you say to them? How would you encourage them? Kim, you say you know that other people are looking at you. What would you say to that freshman? Maybe they're undecided, or that freshman that's getting ready to go away to live on campus for the first time. How would you encourage our young people today in preparing to go?
Man, there's a lot. I would say don't be afraid to ask for help.
Okay.
Because that's something that I struggled with when I got to college. I kind of felt like I was set and kind of felt like, I had everything together. But, during sophomore year, I really didn't. And so I learned now, from the undergraduate experience, it prepared me for grad school because I wasn't afraid to reach out for help. I wasn't afraid to go to my professors, go to their office hours, email them, just talk to people who could help me. And I feel like that's a big part, whether you're going to undergrad, whether you're in a technical school, just finding people who will help you along your journey. Because I think that, in order to make it to the finish line, it's going to take a community of people to get you there. And so make sure you find those people who are going to help you get there.
Great, great. So don't be afraid to ask for help. You don't know it all, right?
Right.
So that's why you're
Right.
there. So that's great, that's great advice to anyone that's starting out. So Stacy, the struggles and I mean, just the things that you endured throughout your journey. It wasn't your typical 4 year. It lasted about 5 or 6, but at the end you received your degree. But even in the midst of your struggling, what would you tell other young people? Because a lot of times you could have your mind set on a certain time, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. And so how would you encourage someone that's getting ready to go off to college, or either someone that's there now? Maybe somebody is in the same position that you were in. What would you tell them? How would you encourage them?
I know for me, I was disappointed that I wasn't able to graduate in 4 years. I changed my major from pre-pharmacy to biology. And so it was really just, Stacy, I know for me, I was comparing myself to everybody else, oh, everybody else graduated in 4 years, and like, why am I struggling to graduate? And so I had to stop doing that because, my path was way different from everybody else, but still, I still accomplished that goal. I still got my degree at the end. So, it's sometimes, it doesn't go the way that you want it to. And, and that's all right. Things happen. And so,
Good.
Just keep going.
I like it. Just keep going. And definitely you kept going and you made it.
Yeah.
You made it. And yes, and we're so proud of you. And Stacy is my daughter, is our daughter. And so I know firsthand of the struggle and sometimes expectations, and even like she said, comparing yourself to everybody else. Everybody's journey is not the same. Everybody's path is not the same. And sometimes even people say sometimes your struggle sometimes is for somebody else, to help somebody else get through what they need to get through. And so thank you for being able to share that with us, Stacy. And I know it's not always easy to talk about it, but your story can help and be a blessing to someone else to help encourage them to get a little bit further down the road. So Marquise, what would you say to help encourage, especially our young Black men in today's society and everything that's going on, and with the systemic racism and everything that's being racially profiled? You have you're in a tough position right now. And as a Black young man in America, trying to go to school, you want to be somebody, want to make something out of yourself. What would you say to our other young Black brothers that are out there trying to decide what they're going to do, or even maybe they hadn't decided? How would you get them off the street, or how do you get them to get motivated to say, look, I want to do something with my life?
Okay, well, what I would say is, look up to something or someone to help, inspire and to help you move forward with everything.
Mhm.
Always keep your head up high, and when negativity comes your way, block it with positivity. Always show positivity towards that.
Great, great. And listen, I want you all to know that you are special in your own way, and what you have accomplished goes down in the record book. The reason why I say it's because as I was doing some research about the graduation rate of Blacks in America, only about 42% graduates from college. And so, we want you to help encourage other young people so we can get that number higher. Right now, when it comes down to the Black American community, is that we're kind of at the bottom when it comes down to the percentage of white people, Asians, whites, Mexicans, Hispanics. Well, Hispanics, Mexicans, that's all the same. When it comes down to them and their graduation rate, they have us on the bottom when it comes down to Black American, African Americans, and so we definitely want to try and encourage other young people, and that's why I wanted to have you on today, is to help encourage our other young people to let them see, to know that, look, you can accomplish it, you can make that difference as you go forward. And so we want to try and increase that rate as much as we possibly can. And thank you so much for all that you have done and sticking in there, hanging in there. And I'm sure that there were a lot of obstacles and different things that came your way. But one thing about it is that you all are overcomers. And then not only that, but you survived through the pandemic of 2020. And so a lot of the courses had to change to online, strictly online. How was that? I see you here, Marquise. What type of adjustment? Because right now, it's a good possibility that they're going to have to go back to online. I know a lot of the schools are trying to reopen and the different colleges are trying to reopen, but in actuality, they may see that once again. So what tip would you give someone that's going to have to take these classes online?
The internet is right there. It's right there. Do your research.
Do your research.
That's just, it's all right there. If you need some help, just call. And if you need to look up something, there you go. Just don't plagiarize.
I got you. I got you. Kim, how was that online experience for you? I mean, what would you tell these students? Because, you know, they're looking maybe to go, and I'm going to stay on campus. I'm going to USC. I'm going to Orangeburg, what have you. But it may be put on hold, and they may have to do it online. So what are some of the strategies you would say to them having to take classes online? What are some of the strategies that you had to use?
Well, for me, it wasn't as bad because I was at the end of my degree. So a lot of my classes, I didn't have as many and they weren't as hard. And my professors are really nice. But I would say that, you know, for the upcoming class, be very, very disciplined, because if you are living at home with your family, it's so easy to be distracted. So like, if you have your own room, so like sometimes, even though I graduated, like I still try to like study and keep, you know, stuff fresh in my mind. So like, even when I'm at home, like I have a desk in my room, I clear things out, try to make it organized so I'm not distracted, and just close my door so I'm not distracted. And also, if you have to get up a little bit, yes, and put a sign up. I have a sign up. My family jokes about it, but I put a sign up on my door: "Do not disturb." But also you can get up a little bit earlier than your family. So like, go to bed early so that maybe you can wake up at 6 or 7 to get some studying done before everybody else gets up and distract you. So that way you can get what you need to get done, but then you can also spend time with your family so you can have that balance.
Wow. Yeah. And Stacey, for you, is there any tips, or what do you say about this online experience that you had to do at the very last?
I mean, I agree with Kim. When you're home, it's a lot of distractions. So I think you should still treat it as if you're in class physically. Like, go ahead and get dressed, you know, and go to another room other than your bedroom, because that's where your bed is and the TV. And so just go to another room. And as far as getting help, I ask my professors for help. You know, I email them. And so, yeah, that's what I say.
Very, very good stuff. And they're going to need it. They're definitely going to need it. Ask for help. And I like what you said, Stacey. Treat it just like you're in school. Get up, get dressed, find you a spot and be in class, because it's so easy to get so, like they say, laxy daisy with it. So just relax, you're at home. And so, hey, I'm just gonna kind of, mess around and not be on top of it. So Marquise, was it hard for you to focus or?
Well, not at all, to be honestly. Well, I always wake up pretty much very early in the morning. Like I just my body's just like, hey, it's time, get up. I'm like, I don't want to get up. Okay, all right, cool. So what I do is I just go eat. I just go ahead and sit at my desk and prepare for the morning classes that happens, and
Okay.
they weren't really particularly that hard. Just the only part about it was that they said, okay, we're gonna schedule these types of lessons each through the day, through the whole day. Like you take an hour each to like get it done.
Right.
I do the opposite. I actually just get it all done right now. I'm just like, okay, let's get it done right now.
Get it out the way.
Uh-huh.
Got you. Okay, so our time is just about out, and I'm gonna give you all the final word. If you have a final word that you may want to say, if you want to thank anyone or whatever it may be, we're gonna go ahead and continue on with you, Marquise, and we're gonna work our way back around. What any final words to anyone?
Like to give a great shout out to my mother, Angela Rogers, and to my father, Christopher McFadden. Those two has really inspired me, and those my parents, they really inspired me to never give up, look for a lot of inspiration towards others, and keep everything fine in there, keep everything straight.
All right, love it. And Kim?
I would shout out my family and my friends, of course. But I would say you can do it, simply as that. Like you can do it no matter what stage what stage of education you're in. If you're getting your PhD, your master's, your associates, it doesn't matter. Like you can do it. Don't let your friends discourage you. Don't let a bad grade discourage you, because you're more than a grade. And don't even let your own mind discourage you, because I feel like sometimes our minds we're our worst enemy. So that was a big thing for me. So don't be discouraged. Take a deep breath, and you can do it.
All right, love it. You can do it. All right, Stacy.
Well, I just want to say thank you to you, Mom, and to my dad, and to my sisters as well. Y'all really helped me get through this last year. It was really tough, but I made it, and I appreciate y'all's support. And just as far as the students, just stay encouraged, and you can make it. I didn't think I could, but I did. So
wow. Beautiful. Correct. Congratulations. Thank you all so much for sharing with us. I'm sure the journey wasn't all that easy, but look, you got it behind you. Now you can move on to bigger and greater things. And listen, God has great things in store for you. And God does all things with a purpose, and there's a reason, and there is purpose in your life. And even for those that are listening out there, there is purpose in your life. And sometimes you just have to find it and connect with it. And once you connect with it, take it and run like you never ran before. Run like you're
Run, Forrest, run.
Run. I'm telling you, run with it. Take it and run with it. And so once again, thanks everyone for joining in. This is yours truly, the Empowering Youth Ministry broadcast. And look, we look to do this all over again. Until next week, God bless you. Hang in there. Keep the prayers going, because certainly God does answer prayers. God bless you. All right. I just had to get that final stuff done. The official recording. Thank you all so much. I'm not sure how many we have any questions out there, but thank you so much. And thank you just for being open and transparent and just kind of letting your shield down, especially for Stacy. I know she's on the shy and everything like that. But it's good when you can share, because a lot of times people are discouraged. And even Kim, what you said, you could be your worst enemy. And sometimes you think the worst, and a lot of times you're hard on yourself. And sometimes you're doing it, but sometimes you're just so hard on yourself. But thank God just for And to our parents, thank you to all those parents that helped to push your children forward, because the dropout rate also is at an all-time high. At one point, I was thinking that I read it wrong, but it was like saying 80%. And so, you know, that there's a problem with that number, and it's on the rise. And so it takes everybody, as Kim was saying, it takes a community, and actually it takes a community of us making sure that we try and keep our children in check and keep them encouraged. I know it's hard, but look, we just can't have this happening. We need political leaders. We need those doctors. We need the lawyers. We need the scientists. We need the industrial maintenance people. We need everybody. And so you are so important, and we definitely need you all. And we pray that God will continue to bless you on your journey as you continue to go forth in the name of the Lord. I was trying to see if there were any questions out there that anybody responded to or had a question, but we want to thank everybody for joining us. And once again, we're trying to just move it forward, push it forward with everything we have. And thank God for you coming, our young people. And we're going to be hearing from our young people all month long. So get used to seeing all these young people. What's going on? All these young people know we want you to have a voice, and your voice is important. And so I'm not sure what goals you have for the future, but listen, we're looking to see great things out of the class of 2020. How about that?
Right.
All right. So, all right. Okay. All right. All right. So we're good. No questions. Nobody have any questions. So we are done for tonight. Thank you all so much for joining us. And if you ever need me, give me a call. Stacy,
Okay.
I'm right round in the other room.
Right.
I got you.
And look,
Look,
with me, I'll be busy. I'll be like, hey, what's up? What you need? What you need? What's up? What's up?
all right. Thank you guys so much for coming. We love you, and God bless you in your endeavors, and we'll be praying that God will certainly bless you. And we look to see great things out of you. All right. So if there's anything we can do, we're still in search of graduates, high school students. If you know of any more graduates, any high school students, college students, we want to hear from you. If you know of anybody that's out there doing some great things, you think that they could share their story with us on our platform, they're more than welcome. Give them my number. They can inbox me, Facebook me, whatever it is, and hey, let's get them on the show, because your voice needs to be heard. All right. Thank you so much. Until another time, we'll be interviewing you all again, hopefully in the near future. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye. Bye.